Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 17 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Patriots at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Stevenson. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Little. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll run with Stevenson. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On first down, Watson. This complete to David Bell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Little. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stevenson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Out of CD, do you see? Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if...
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. 29 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Watson, and that is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's a screen play. This is strong. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Jones now on 1st down. The slant complete to Michael Thomas. He's got room at the 30, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 21-0 our score after 1. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a run with Stevenson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finds Strong on the check down. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Stevenson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Throwing on second down. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us, looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball is going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jordan Elliott collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Gets it to Strong. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Watson off play action. Over the middle, complete. That's Carr. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. it's Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Forced out to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Completes this one to Thornton. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. On 1st down, it's Watson. Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To try again after the sack. Watson as this complete to Woods. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They go play action here on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This time they stay on the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, look at the juke. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jamal Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Here's Madison running on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Madison is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Slant route complete to Bell. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Watson on 1st down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Back to throw, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the gun, here's Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll try the air now with Watson. Bryant has it.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. About 3 yards there to the 27.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guy stopped.
Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper, 27 yards.
And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
Room here to run. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The York on now for the extra point.
And the lead is down to 24. heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 176 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Jones, off play action. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Watson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Now a handoff. Stevenson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Little.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Michael Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Stevenson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To the air yet again, Watson. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. He's going to let it fly.
Now Watson throws another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Well, 193 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Pats, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,